Creating content becomes a lot easier when you identify very closely with it. That is the case this time with me. Very excited to have my guest today. So before that, the usual line, welcome to this session as we build up to the Mid-Amateur Tour of India, Marty as we call it. Welcome Anirudh Goyal. Excited because followed and covered pro golf for a very long time, and Anirudh was on the PGTI, that is the Professional Golf Tour of India, from 2007 till 2016, I would say, before he decided to walk away. We'll come to that later. So Anirudh, first things first, thank you for taking time out and welcome.
Thank you for having me here, Robin. It's really nice to be here.
Yeah. So let's start with your getting into the pro ranks and your experiences in those 7-8 years and the courage to walk away.
Well, I started playing golf when I was about 12 years old, and I had no intention of taking it up as a career. Up until I was nearly 18 or 19 years old, and that's when I straight away decided that if I'm doing it, then I might as well go and turn pro and do it there. So I built up to it. I tried to train myself, and I went through Q school. I got in and got my A card. But then on the side, I was also working as an IT consultant since I was 20 years old.
Wow.
And so golf and my job at the time was kind of going hand in hand. So I played less golf even after turning pro in 2007 up until 2009. And between the middle of 2009 and till the end of 2011 is where I really played pro golf full time. And again after that it started tapering off. In the meantime I started working with my dad in the family business, and so golf I didn't end up playing as much as I would have liked to, but it was a great experience to have had that opportunity to get out there and play competitive golf. It's kind of life changing. It makes you so self-aware, and how your mind works. It's very fascinating. You learn that when you play golf competitively, particularly.
No, yes, because having watched you guys from the sidelines and being a father to aspiring golfer, I mean, anybody you ask, any youngster who's kind of at the driving range or practicing elsewhere, ki, what do you want to do? I want to turn pro. So that is on the top of the bucket list. So I guess those 7-8 years, I would still say that you didn't do too badly, because you have a couple of top 10s, and now that you told me that you were dividing time between your work sphere and playing pro golf, so was it that you were not able to devote enough time to practice, or was it that your family business or your IT work started to grow in a way that you felt okay, you needed to channelize your energies there?
Well, honestly, I was still trying to finalize what I want to do for the rest of my life, and golf was one of those options for me, because I had accumulated that as a skill while growing up. And I wouldn't say I didn't get a lot of time, because I did dedicate a couple of maybe 2 or 3 years full time to it, and I saw some good finishes, and I saw myself getting there. But life kind of takes over, and I have responsibilities. I was married very early. I was married at 25, right when I turned pro, right when I was starting, and it's not because I got married that but I just felt like I should maybe spend some more time
At home.
at home, or stabilizing my home environment, and thinking more about what I'll be doing in my 30s and 40s. So that kind of changed my perspective about, because when you're 17 or 18 you see the world differently, and once you become a family man you see it in a very different way. So but I don't regret that, obviously.
That is very important.
Yeah, I
no
don't.
regrets.
It was never overbearing for me to be, just being the best at golf or whatever, like it is for most people, and as it should be if you want to be, in the top players in the world. So I would say I was not as motivated as the top players are, but I was quite motivated, and I kind of succumbed to some injuries while I was playing, and I lost form a few times, and then I kind of lost patience, trying to regain form, and then it started feeling a little more of a struggle.
But golf anyway, even if when you are in form, it's never an easy sport. It takes away a lot more than it gives. So, but then how easy or difficult, I would say, was it to walk away?
It's incredibly difficult to walk away. It is highly addictive, because when you're playing golf, there's at every shot there is this risk-reward relationship which is continuing through your round, and it's kind of like a gambling high, but it's not that, and it's something which you sort of work towards those skills before the tournaments, and through the years you've trained yourself to come to this point, and then you're at that point, and your mind is creating all kinds of chaos, and you're trying to rein it in, and you're trying to get the job done. So it's very addictive, and it's very difficult to walk away from it, and most people cannot walk away from it regardless of how good or how bad they play.
I guess, Anirudh, what my reading is that if you have a plan B in place, which you did, education, family business in your case, it makes decision making a lot easier. I'm not saying that it becomes easy. Something which has defined you for 7 to 8 years, suddenly letting go is not easy. But I guess that is where a lot of people lose out on, and they continue to move ahead thinking that अरे चलो form खराब है कल ठीक हो जाएगा. It doesn't happen like that. So another very interesting thing about you is that you've just got back your amateur status, and hopefully that we'll see you a lot more on the golf course, and maybe once Marty starts you will be a regular feature and maybe one of the standout players. Muscle memory will take over.
I hope so.
And thank you Anirudh for taking time out and sharing your journey. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.